Coach Abby back again for another Trainer Tip Thursday. Today we're going to take what we learned last week with our calorie calculations, and we're going to flip that and turn it into macro calculations. So lots of you guys have been asking, how do I go from calories to grams and or calories to macros? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So to refresh, when somebody says macros, they're talking about the macronutrients or the bigger nutrients that are making up your food. Macronutrients are carbs, fats, and proteins. It is important to note that most of our clients are wanting to lose weight, which means you're gonna be in some sort of caloric deficit. In this case, we really have to maximize protein numbers to make sure that we have positive and lasting results. All right, guys, next up, we're gonna use this information to apply it so that you guys can turn your calories into macronutrients into grams, okay? So we'll use me as the example. On the left board, you can see my current weight is 146 pounds. My goal weight is 135 pounds. And from last week, we know that my calories should be 1,740 calories. Just a reminder on the middle board, okay, each macronutrient carries a different caloric load. So we know from earlier that protein is 4 grams per calorie, carbohydrates are also 4 grams per calorie, and our fats are 9 grams per calorie. On the right side, I've written out the application and overall equations for you to figure out your numbers, but we'll go through this as an example first. So, to start with my protein, okay, using this process, I'm going to use my weight. So I'm gonna do 135, which is my goal weight, and I'm going to multiply that by 1.0, and this is going straight to grams. So 135 times 1.0 is going to equal 135 grams of protein, okay? Step 2, in order to find how many calories should be coming from protein, I'm gonna take 135 right here, and since I know that protein is 4 grams per cal, okay, I'm gonna multiply this by 4, which is going to give me a total of 540 calories of protein, okay? So we are looking at 2 different numbers here. We've got grams and we've got calories, and that's kind of what these numbers are gonna come from. So we've got protein, I'm gonna put that over here. So I've got 135 grams, and in here I'll put 540 calories. All right, step 2, or as we move down, it's actually gonna be step 3, but we're gonna look at fats. So for fats, I'm gonna take my total calories, which we know is 1740, and I'm gonna multiply that by my recommended daily fat percentage. That could be anywhere from 20% of your diet to 70% of your diet based on your goals and your body composition to begin with. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use 30%, so 0.30, and that is going to give me 522 calories. So a little bit different than protein. For protein, we did grams first and then calories, okay? For fat, we are now going calories, and we're gonna use this number, so 522, and we're going to divide it by 9, because we know that there's 9 grams of fat per calorie. And that number is gonna give me 58 grams. So I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna put 58 grams, and in parentheses, I've got 522 calories. So these are fats, okay? I guess I could put that here. And last but not least, we have our carbohydrates. So moving back over here, we're on step number 5. We are going to add our calories from protein, which is 540. We're going to add that with our calories from our fats, okay, which is going to give us a total of 1,062 calories, okay? And these calories are already accounted for. So now I'm gonna take my total calories, subtract my fats and my protein, and this is gonna give me my last macronutrient, which is my carbohydrates, and this is going to be 678 calories. Again, we're gonna go from calories to grams, so we're gonna divide this number by 4, 678 divided by 4, and that is going to give me 170 grams of carbs, okay? So if I write that information over here, 170 grams, and I know up here that I've got 678 calories. And last note before I leave you, just remember that this is always a process. We're learning, we're educating so that we can have sustainable long-term results. No changes are gonna be changes made overnight. So stick with it. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to sit down and work through this math with you as well. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and we will see you next week on Trainer Tip.